In Michigan, doctor just returned from Iraq, where he testified against Saddam Hussein and 6 other defendants on trial for killing 180,000 Kurds during the Anfal campaign in the late 80s. Saddam is accused of ordering his cousin Ali Hassan al-Majid, better known as Chemical Ali, to kill Kurds with chemical warfare. Expert testimony from Dr. Asfandiar Shukri helped to prove it.
Of himself, see him sitting in a cage, it made me very happy.
To date, Saddam Hussein and his co-defendants have denied using chemical gases to kill thousands of innocent Kurds in what has been described as genocide. The Department of Justice called on Lapeer doctor Asfandiar Shukri, born and raised in Kurdistan, to disprove that.
Very pleasing, because this investigation was sitting on my heart for 18 years. I wanted the whole world to hear it.
Dr. Shukri is part of the Physicians for Human Rights Board. Soon after the mass killings of Kurds, he and 2 other doctors headed to the Turkish border and interviewed countless victims who were barely far enough away from the mustard gas bombings to survive it. They had black tongues, blisters, many were blind, and had certain scars from burns similar to those who suffered from mustard gas during Hitler's regime.
Scar followed the geographic pattern of field scar when Nazi in First World War used mustard gas.
The so-called smoking gun of Dr. Shukri's testimony.
We felt very proud to prove it, that he is a ruthless person. He is worse than Hitler. He never spoke. He never said a word.
Especially because Dr. Shukri says at one time Saddam had a bounty on his head because he knew one day Shukri would expose his ways.
I always learned in life, you die one time, you might as well die very brave.
Despite the danger, Dr. Shukri says he owed his testimony to his fellow Kurds and to Americans who taught him the importance of human rights.
It was my best day in my life. I felt so good. I have carrying this as a big, heavy weight on my heart because I couldn't express it to the world. Now I did.
If convicted, Saddam and 6 other defendants could face death by hanging. Saddam has already been sentenced to death for the 1982 killing of 148 Shiite Muslims.